Hi everybody, it's Bankai 922. Okay, finally, I finished watching Shiki. Um, that is coming tomorrow. Coming tomorrow. That review is gonna come tomorrow. Um, um, also that will be coming tomorrow, depending on how things go, a rant. Yes, I said last week that I might be doing a rant on Studio Dean. The reasoning is what has occurred supposedly for is this a zombie? The second season. But like I said, tomorrow, later today, we'll see if that's true. If it is, rant away. Bleach. Yes, Bleach. Chapter 496. I'm not sure about this one. This one was like, I don't know what it was. It was like we didn't really get anything from this. Don't get me wrong, there was a little bit of action here and there, very small pockets of it, and it seemed very fast. I don't know why Kubo made it look like that. But what happened was what we did have in this chapter was we now know how they steal Bankai'S. We now know in this chapter. Okay, let's get into it. 496. This one, even though it's not put up here on Manga Stream, actually we do see it later on. We get a scene with, we get. I'm looking at the first page, and you get Yuki. He's there. He's there with that eyes and look like. So fucking stupid. Stupid. Aizen look-alike, and they're watching as this guy is showing up, and it says on the side, a one-sided massacre. How can the Stern Raiders assault be stopped? And we see this guy, and we got that Aizen look-alike says, "Halt! You shall not pass!" And he says, "If you are afraid, feel free to run away. After all, the likes of you won't even serve as a warning." Pretty crazy shit going on. Okay, moving right along. What I find interesting, a few of the color pages featuring a few characters here and there. One of the pages on Manga Stream has Grimjow. Things to come. But anyway, moving right along. Okay, so stupid Aizen look like you dare mock the 13 Cobra squads. I order you to halt. And Quincy, that we don't know his name. He's like the go-to guy, I think. He's very close to the Emperor King. He's almost like a I don't know how to say it. He's very close to the Emperor King because he delivers orders from the Emperor King to everyone else of the Quincies. And he says, "You do not realize that your overwhelming fear. From the very beginning, you've been unconsciously trying to deflect the reality that this is a matter of life and death, despite the fact that we had already declared war." And this Aizen look like he's so stupid. What happens to him? Of course, he gets sliced. He gets hit. He's done for. And it says in the next page, title page, branded scene of death. Bleach 496. Kill the shadow. Interesting title page. We get Byakuya's back. Pretty beast Byakuya. Kill the shadow. So what is happening in this chapter? Really, what is really going down is we don't see everyone. All the captains that are fighting, we don't see them all. We only see 4 captains that are fighting. And we get Byakuya's back, and he's there, and Renji's like, "Captain, These are the enemies of Vice Captain Sakakibe. They are cowards that stained our court with blood without giving a hint of notice. There is no need to show mercy. He's trying to tell Renji that, and Renji's like, I wasn't showing mercy. Do not move. Captain, it's useless. Our blades can't cut them at all. Our blades can't cut them? That is not true. And guess what? He's able to cut as not. Now, I have a feeling there is some kind of thing with these Quincies. Because once again, this was brought up. It was brought up later on, beforehand, I think a couple of chapters back, about their blood coat. And basically, Asnook gets hit, and in this, the freaking, that luchador guy shows up, and he's like, Asnook, what are you doing? You have your blunt broken by something of this level? And on the side, it says, blood coat. Blood coat. So that means these Quincies have some kind of coat around them called a blood coat. I mean, I don't really understand it, but that's what it seems to be. And then it says, and then that's what this guy's saying to him. And then Byakuya says, you shouldn't move carelessly either. And then boom! He falls through the ground. And if you get a good picture of this guy, he's got a belt. I'm not joking around. He's got this belt with a star on it. Well, where is he from? WWE? He looks like a wrestler. He's a wrestler. I'm telling you right now, this guy is a wrestler. He's got a mask on, luchador mask on, and I'm just shocked. It's unbelievable. So he says, what is this? And he falls through the fucking floor, and then Byakuya says, I damaged the ground beneath his feet with Zenbone Zakura, such that any attack would make him fall. Now it's 2 versus 1 Renji. And basically, he tells him, right off the bat, Byakuya is not fooling around here. He's telling Renji, if my Bankai gets sealed, defeat him with yours. And he's like, Captain, according to Vice Captain Sakakibe's report, they have some method of stealing our Bankai. Now, that's what supposedly Byakuya is assuming, based upon what Sakakibe said. But that's not the whole story. Like I said, we find out what the truth is behind these guys. And the real truth is, as he says, and Renji's like, exactly, which is why we can't very well use our Bankai. It pains me to say, but these are not opponents we can defeat without using Bankai. You should have realized that much. Therefore, observe, and as he's talking, we get scenes with, we have the others, and we notice there are others. We got KOMAMURA, he's with Iba, Tetsuzaimon. Hitsugaya, he's with Rangiku. Also, another thing to note in this chapter, backgrounds. Are you shitting me, Kubo? Backgrounds. No shitting around. Real backgrounds. Awesome. Just to bring up. But anyway, and it's on saying, furthermore, observing the means by which they seal our Bankai and then devise a means of breaking that seal is the key to this battle. I think at that point we see KOMAMURA and Tetsuzaimon. They're talking to each other there. And then we have big tits Rangiku. Matsumoto, she's there. She's, I'll be by your side. I'll use it while you are by my side. When my Bankai gets sealed, this is Hitsugaya talking, we'll fight together and find a way to break the seal. Now, moving right along, we also got, what's his face with Soifong. It says, however, if we kill them before we get sealed, then the problem is eliminated altogether. And then we see Soifong. These are the 4 that are featured four captains that are featured in this chapter. It's Soifong, Hitsugaya, KOMAMURA, and Byakuya. We don't see Rose, we don't see Ukitake, and we don't see Shunsui. So those three are not included. But we don't know. Theirs might have been taken as well. I don't know. Moving right along, they say Bankai. And then they all come out. Zenbon Zakakagyoshi, Kyokojo Tengen Myo. That's, Kumamura's Bankai, I just said. Then we have Jaikoru Ryukyobin, which is translated into Hornet Whip of the Thunder Immortal. That's crazy. Then, of course, Daiguren Himaru, Great Crimson Lotus Ice Ring. Okay, so they're all jumping out. Then, we got these... Oh, I just noticed something. The guy that Hitsugaya is fighting, he's got a scar right here. Right on his lip. This guy's got a scar. And you see that he's got like kind of down hair under his hood. And we see the night guy, Osnut, Baby Better, Bambi Better, Etta, and this other guy. And they're just standing there and they pull out this pendant. You know the symbol of the Quincy? I'm pretty sure everyone's seen the symbol of the Quincy. The symbol of the Quincy is like, I wish I had a piece of paper I could draw it. I can't really find it to draw. But it's like a circle with 5 outward outward lines. So it's like this, 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 and a circle. And they pull out this pendant that has that emblem on it. And then this black thing comes out of it. And then automatically we see Kumamura's Bankai disappears. Hitsugaya's Bankai disappears. Soifong's Bankai, which is that rocket thing, disappears. And so does Byakuya's. Just like that. And Byakuya's just standing there. And there's this black light, this black aura. So, like, it's like a circle, and it's going inside this pendant. So his Bankai, Byakuya's, and everyone else's, it's going inside this pendant. And then Byakuya just looks at it and says, "This is not a seal." And it says a malevolent, I can't say that name. Word. Malevolent smile, like an evil smile. But rather, my Bankai was taken away. And as Luna is holding it up, you see this blackness in it. It almost looks like something of Ichigo's. The symbol looks like, and basically the blackness on the pendant forms the symbol of the Quincy. Like it's like 3 lines on top and 2 lines on the bottom connecting. So that's what Byakuya is saying. He says, but rather my Bankai was taken away. And that's where the chapter ends. Let's just go back. Okay. I picked my nose. That's what happened. Killed the shadow. I want to say that I'm going to give this week, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, okay, that's what I'm giving it. That's where it stands. Here's the thing. They can't use their Bankai's. Now, here's what I think will happen. I think that some of them can win. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds impossible. But I think some of them can win. Now, here's the thing. I have a funny feeling. These Steinritters that stole the Bankai'S, they can use them. That's my theory. I think that's what's going to happen. So you might have Bambietta using Mugen against KOMAMURA. Now, here's the funny thing about it. If Mayuri was in the situation, they wouldn't have been able to do that. Because he would have destroyed his sword and that would have been it. Now, I think that's what's the gist. It's not that they sealed it. They took it away. If they take it away and use it, well, then we're going to have a fucking problem, aren't we? This was okay. It was really... The only thing that was really good in this chapter was the Byakuya thing. I mean, his observations now realized to say that they took our Bankai'S away, and we're gonna have to defeat them another way. Well, the good news is, see, the thing with Soifong, it's like her Bankai is already so huge, so like, who gives a shit? You know? That's the way I see it. I think... I'm trying to think this right now. KOMAMURA, I think he's gonna die. That's what I think. KOMAMURA, I think he's gonna die. To this little girl, it's embarrassing, but I hate to say it, I have a feeling he's gonna die. The others, I'm not 100% sure, though. I mean, you got Soifong, she might have a chance, a slight chance with Soifong. Even though I think she will die eventually. I think she's got a slight chance. Byakuya, it's going to be tough. I really don't want him to die. I would be so pissed. You know? Byakuya is, come on, the Kuchiki clan, he's a beast. I don't want to see him die. KOMAMURA, sure, let him die. Hitsugaya, I don't know. But I think KOMAMURA is on the chopping block. Saying it first. Obviously, it's just another setup. I thought it was good. It was good. It was good. Giving it a 4 out of 5. I want to see more. I want to see now how the captains are going to react. How are they going to defend themselves now without their Bankai'S? It's going to be interesting. Sure is. And like I said, the only really noteworthy thing to think about here is no Ukitake, no Shangsui, and no Rose in this chapter. So you wonder, oh, are their Bankai'S gone as well? Maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. But 4 out of 5. This is Bankai 922. Good chapter. It was okay. Just another setup for the stealing of the Bankai'S. It was the whole bit on that. So, you know, tomorrow, Shiki review. I saw it. I'll give you my thoughts on that. And a rant. And after this, I'm going to do... I got 2 unboxings to do. So, stay tuned for that. This is Bankai 922. See you guys later. Subscribe.